Introducing Jake Johnson, Ross Johnson, and Jacob Weber. This is The Reach Around.
I'm Batman.
Oh! Let's go!
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Come here, Vengeance!
Bro, Batman 1989 is back. The Flash in theaters.
Is that your
This
favorite
is
Batman?
sponsored by DC Comics.
DC Comics. Is that your favorite Batman?
No, I mean, my favorite Batman is probably
Batman.
Robert Pattinson right now.
Yeah,
Really?
not Bruce Wayne, but just Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Robert Pattinson's Batman is, like, pretty legit, bro.
It is so good.
I think that's the closest one. We've talked about it, but he's the man.
Ross?
But Christian Bale's obviously the shit.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I like the premise of Robert Pattinson's Batman. I thought the Ben Affleck fighting scenes were pretty dope though, and his Batman, but Batman vs Superman sucks, and I don't think I can ever forgive that. So
It was a dark time for all of us.
Martha, Martha,
Why are you saying that?
why do you say that name?
Bro, like,
Bruh,
that could have been so cool.
so bad.
10 years in the future, after a long history together, after several Justice League movies, Batman and Superman becoming friends at some point, and then we go way off into the future. We have pissed off old Bruce Wayne, about to die, Superman getting the orders from the president to take him down.
Batman and Superman be best friends, just like Ace and
And
Gary, man. Classic
Superman-
comic book times.
Superman warns him, and Batman's like, "Fuck you, pussy. Come get me."
Whoa. Sorry for the little ears in the audience. Jacob,
Bro.
At what chapter in time when Batman and Superman... Do you remember when... I think it was in the 80s, maybe late 70s, when Ace and Gary came on to fight Batman and Superman?
What?
Yeah, some comic book in the 80s.
What
You
the
never-
fuck are you talking
You
about?
never heard of Ace and Gary, bro? The ambiguously
No.
gay duo.
What? This is completely flying over my head.
They did a lot of flying over heads.
Wow.
Hey, do your homework for next week, all right? Ace and Gary, Batman and Superman.
Ace and Gary.
Hell yeah. When
Okay.
when's that movie come out?
What movie? The Flash?
Yeah, Flash.
June 17th. I think.
Is that before or after Oppenheimer? Do we know?
No, I think Oppenheimer's in... I think it's
July
going
or
to be like a July 4th movie. Like that
Ooh.
weekend.
Shout out, that's my wedding anniversary, baby.
Ooh. When was the last
Shout
time
out
you guys?
Independence Day.
When was the last time you guys actually went to a theater? Like to a movie theater to watch a movie?
That's a great question, Ross. I went to Manhattan last week. Shout out Vance Weber.
Vance, make her
Vance.
dance.
Vance Weber
Vance make her
graduated
dance.
mechanical engineering. What did they say, Ross? Wasn't it magna cum laude?
Magna cum laude.
Yeah. Fucking baller. Did what I couldn't do because I'm a fucking idiot. I went to college to have fun, like a dumbass.
And your brother ended up becoming a
And my brother
mechanical
put his
engineer.
head down and became a man at an early age through,
Something you have never done yet.
yeah. I mean, the kid's amazing.
Hey,
So,
Yeah.
just had to
You-
say
oh.
that.
you had to show him what not to do, though. By
Yeah,
your
no.
example, you set the example for him to be successful.
I had to go be a failure on international television in front of him. And
Hollywood!
Hollywood.
he had to watch him go. He had to watch me fail. He definitely would be like, because of course, I couldn't say who won the show or anything. But be like, yeah, you definitely won, right? And I'm like, I don't know. And everyone was like, oh, I know your face. I know your face. I'm like, I didn't say shit.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But anyways, good job, Vance. Did you guys watch a movie in Manhattan?
Yes. Back to that. So I just had to fucking go off my tangent on Vance. Congratulations to my brother. It was great. Great to see. So awesome. Anyway, so we had some time where we were just checking out Manhattan because it has changed quite a bit. They've been doing a lot of
couple more cows.
New buildings. Yeah, for sure.
Livestock Judgment.
They have an IMAX theater.
Wow.
They have a fucking IMAX theaters attached to a mall, which they have, unlike Lawrence. And, dude, it was an incredible experience seeing Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Ooh.
It was so good. Yes, several times.
That's what I heard. Had not watched it.
It's a tearjerker.
Is it?
Yeah.
It was really good. First, the theater itself was a big IMAX theater, but the sound was incredible. It was some new Dolby system. It was great seeing it in that theater specifically. But the Guardians of the Galaxy. The colors, the music. It really,
music's always good. They always have the best.
It's so good.
The best one.
James Gunn has a way of really tugging on your heartstrings, and he's fucking good. He's using these little animals that get surgically manipulated.
Hey, man!
Be, better robots and shit.
Yo!
That this is not spoiler alert. Don't be fucking stupid. What are you talking about, bro?
Hey, man.
But other than that, when was the last time you actually went to a movie before that? Because I haven't been in years to an actual movie theater.
Yeah, because you have fucking 3 kids.
Yeah, but
that's all your time, bro. Yeah. I went to the movies a month ago, probably if not sooner. I go to the movies all the time.
Jake, what about you?
Mine was 2019 Endgame. It was the last movie I saw in movie theaters.
Seriously?
Yeah, man.
Dude, I don't go to theaters
COVID.
anymore.
Yeah.
Well, because a lot of the new movies will come out to where you can stream now too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And tickets are so expensive anymore, dude. I don't know what Manhattan costs, but in Kansas City, it's you go to a movie, it's $20 for a ticket.
Manhattan, you got to go out there and milk the cow or test the corn or something.
No,
hey,
bro.
Here's a free movie ticket. Here, you want some butter with that?
No, sir. In that movie theater, on the inside, so you don't have to leave past the ticketing window.
Oh, they have the cows come up
on the
right
other
to them?
No, on the other side of the thing, you can get refills of drinks and ices.
Wow.
And they have popcorn already back there.
So
you don't have to go up. You don't have to go up to the fucking counter. It's fucking sick.
What is the cost of admission?
I don't know. I didn't even pay for it. I made Allison pay.
Alligator.
But I'm sure it was reasonably priced because Manhattan's better.
Yeah.
To each their own.
This isn't a debate.
Okay.
I live here. It's filled with homeless people. It kind of sucks. There's a lot of crime. It's facts.
Pizza Shuttle in Lawrence is better than Manhattan. Get over it.
Guess what? It got bought out, so fuck you, bro.
The building did.
Yes.
Not the business.
It doesn't matter. It's such a fucking institution. Well, guess what? A storage company bought you out, you fucking idiots.
Hey, you still like the pizza?
Yeah.
It's fine. It's nothing special.
Hey,
quit acting like it's fucking made in an artisan brick oven from Spain or some shit.
Don't talk to me when you think Cozy Inn is actually a good burger.
That's the You're a fucking moron, Ross. I'm being aggressive. I'm sorry. I get that people are probably going to be like, oh, he has rage issues. Well, guess what? First of all, fuck you. I don't care. You're listening to our goddamn show. But I will say this. Just because you put cream cheese on pizza doesn't make it fucking good. This is because we are fat pigs in the Midwest, and we have a problem with dousing shit with ranch and with too much ketchup, and combining ketchup with mayo because we're fat fucks.
Stop the video when cream cheese is added.
Hey man, your shirt's missing a Sharpie, bro. Go add it to it.
I was gonna wear that last Sunday. So my brother graduate.
Did you get a new shirt since then? Since you're in Manhattan?
No, I mean I'm wearing one right now, but obviously I have several.
Hell yeah, baby.
That's really cute.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know that I would go back to a movie theater unless there was truly a movie I wanted to see, but I feel like the movie lineup the last couple of years has been pretty abysmal.
Yeah.
Has it been though?
I mean, what is the best movie since COVID?
I don't have the shit right in front of me, but
I'm looking.
I mean, Dune?
Dune is pretty good, but it released to stream, so I didn't have to go to theaters.
Yeah, but I mean,
Batman,
what's the best movie? Top Gun Maverick.
Released straight to no, it didn't.
Paramount, right?
No.
Paramount. Yeah, it was on
No.
Paramount.
Paramount.
Well, regardless, it got people. That was the first movie that got a shitload of people back into the theaters.
That was
Yeah,
a good movie.
it was a good movie. I'll give you that one.
That was good enough that it got people back into theaters when it was not looking good.
No Way
I would
Home.
like this. Yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Number 1 was Maverick, Top Gun Maverick. No Way Home's number 5. The others were ones I never heard of. Dune. The Father. With Anthony Hopkins.
The Father.
I don't know. Bunch of fun movies.
Clarice.
Hello, Clarice.
I mean, realistically, when are you going to the movies with 3 kids?
That's expensive.
I mean, you could have
It's
a date night, but I don't know.
Bye, Ross.
I'm
Andy's
sorry, I
back.
had to sneeze.
Guten Tag.
I wanted to hear it. You've you know what? You stole that from us. Fuck you,
I'm sorry.
Ross. I wanted to hear you sneeze.
All right,
I hear you sneeze. Yeah.
I feel like it was disrespectful.
So what we got, man? What we got?
I guess we should start big week in terms of sports, even though it's the off season for a lot of shit, or getting close to it.
Come on, LeBron. Let's go. What the fuck are you doing, goat? Yeah, big weekend sports.
Miami
Go.
Heat up 2-0, baby. What's going on there?
Hey, hold on. Let's start with
yeah.
let's start with that, because I don't know what's going on with the NBA other than just what I see on highlights scrolling through Twitter. So what are we looking at right now?
Jake, you're the NBA guy.
Yeah, obviously the Heat just won tonight. They're up 2-0.
Because we're recording on a Friday.
Yep. The Heat are up 2-0. Lakers are down 0-2. Obviously the Nuggets are up 2-0. The Lakers should have won last night, but the GOAT James was 0 for 6 from deep.
0 for his last 19.
Yeah, 1 for 20 in the fourth quarter threes. That's fantastic. But yeah, so hopefully they'll come back. The last 2 times he was down 2-0 was in 2018, the best playoff performance of anybody in the history. Obviously he didn't win the finals, but playoff-wise,
Nuggets are 6-0 after going up 2-0 in their series.
Yeah, they are.
Be
the
tough.
Jokers. Oh my gosh. We all love Embiid here, man. He won the MVP. Embiid, fantastic.
Who's the Joker?
Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, man. So good. He has the most goofiest shot, but he is fantastic, bro. Like
he's just such a
makes
big
everything look
mismatch,
so
dude.
easy. Yeah, nobody can guard him.
Yeah, I mean, he's just such a big mismatch, and yeah, I mean, yeah. Does he go back to LA here then? So it's 2-3-2.
It goes 2-3-1-1-1.
Oh, okay.
2-2, yeah, 1-1-1.
So it'll go back to LA because the first two are in Denver, so maybe that'll help as a home crowd. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
yeah, it's what happened when Denver played Phoenix. I think Denver won at home, and then Phoenix won 2. But then Denver, I think
they stole one in Phoenix, if I remember watching.
Probably.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
I think it's crazy. Yeah, I think you called it. I will say you called it probably like 3 months ago when LA was not even in playoff contention at the time. You said that they were going to get in like in a low seed or like a wild card play-in tournament, and then they were going to win the finals. So hey, you've guessed it pretty good so far.
Called it, but it's obviously biased towards LeBron. I'll say that every year, just like the March Madness tournament. I say KU is going to win it every single year, but yeah, man, never count out LeBron James in the postseason, even though he is 20 years in the league. You know, he's showing his age, but what we got?
Talking on the East Side though, like Miami 2-0. I mean, that's nuts. I didn't expect that. I thought Boston was just going to run right through them.
I know.
And those games, were those games in Boston?
Both of them were in Boston because Miami and the Lakers were both the play-in teams, man. They both made it to the conference finals.
I feel like Eric Spoelstra does not get the credit that he deserves at all.
No.
From a coach standpoint, but yeah.
Hemi Butler. Jacob, what you got, baby?
Thank you for filling me in on the latest NBA drama. I truly don't really follow it, so.
Kansas Jayhawk Christian Brown, Denver Nuggets.
He's good.
Super tight. So the Kansas City was kind of in the news with Patrick Mahomes tweeting out, "Hey NHL, what specifically was the franchise? Wasn't it Phoenix? Like the like Arizona Coyotes or something?"
Yeah,
Coyotes.
Yeah, I've seen some. Dude, they've been in like the news of like selling their franchise because they've had issues with their location, right?
Yeah, isn't it like? Well, it's always a problem with the city.
Yeah,
and the franchise or whatever. I know Oakland obviously has had to lose its teams.
Well,
but,
and I think from an NBA standpoint, I think New Orleans was in that conversation for a little bit, and then I think they ended up getting on the right page with them. But yeah, from an NHL standpoint, I've heard Arizona quite a bit.
Yeah, well, and we have just the ready-made stadium that just sits there.
Yeah,
and it's like, well, I mean, I'm sure that thing could get packed out for, a pro sport like that.
Dude, hockey is the shit. I would go to hockey games all the time. That's such a fun crowd.
Now, that begs the question. Potential NHL relocation, or would it be a new NBA team expansion?
NBA, baby.
So I don't think Kansas City's going to get the NBA expansion. I think it'll go Vegas and Seattle. One, because Seattle just wanted a team, and everyone in the NBA thinks Seattle's going to get the next team for sure.
After Vegas.
After Vegas, because Vegas is going to be the new sports. Every new sports team is going to have a site in Vegas. I mean, they're talking about the Oakland Athletics moving to Vegas, right?
They already
Isn't
bought
that
land.
done?
They already bought land out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So teams are moving to Vegas. So you have to assume that the NBA is going to pick up a Vegas team. So that takes one of those two spots out. The other one, it's between Seattle and Kansas City, and Seattle's probably the better city. They've got more billionaires. They've got, I think Kansas City is the better city. Let me rephrase. I think Seattle, from an NBA standpoint, is going to be the team that gets it because, they've got the money. They've got the location. They've probably got a bigger population. Kansas City, I think, has the edge in terms of TV market because I feel like
loyal fans.
Yes, yeah, and we're a big sports town. Like all of the ratings, whenever Kansas City or some Kansas City team is involved, we have some of the highest ratings on TV, on televised games. So
Yeah.
I think that, unfortunately, it'll probably be Seattle because I don't know if Kansas City has the billionaire that wants to step up and fund a team. I think the only way Kansas City gets a team is if they buy an existing one. Which I thought was going to be New Orleans at one point, and then it was going to be Sacramento, but Sacramento randomly made the playoffs. So,
Heck yeah, man. Darren Fox, baby.
I don't
Let
know,
there
man.
be light.
I wish we would get a team. That'd be so. I would become an NBA fan at that point.
I think just having I would definitely be somebody to wear an HL jersey every once in a while.
Oh yeah,
A Kansas City one would be sick.
dude. The old NBA, the old Kansas City Kings stuff is pretty sweet to wear too.
So
it'd be
that's
cool to
our
bring that back.
franchise. Like that.
Yeah, Sacramento was
Kings,
in Kansas City, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And
shit.
it was all the royalty mascots, the Royals,
Yeah.
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Bro, that women's soccer team out there, man. Those jerseys are sweet, man. I just
current?
looked at
Yeah.
jerseys. Yeah, I just looked at those jerseys today, bro. Those are sweet, man.
Yeah, they're-
Is that park right by downtown?
It's
current-
just
Yeah, it's the
north. It's by the
river
river. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right by the
by,
river market.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah, man.
That's gonna be a cool area. That's gonna be the only women's only stadium, which is pretty cool. I feel like Kansas City's tried to
that-
make themselves like a
is
soccer
their
capital of the world. Well, no, I'm sorry, soccer capital of the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't they have a legit argument? I mean, isn't the United States team?
The World Cup
team
is going to
works.
play at Arrowhead next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't they have a training facility?
So,
Team USA's
Sporting
training
Kansas City-
facility-
Yeah, Sporting Kansas City has their stadium, and then there's a Children's Mercy sponsored training facility that has 4 fields, 2 indoor
Yeah.
and 2 outdoor, I think. So they do have a huge training facility, but the amount of money that Kansas City has put into soccer, both on men's and women's side, is pretty crazy. And then, surprisingly, Kansas City has a huge fan base behind both of them. And to have,
Yeah.
the only women's only stadium is pretty cool. I mean, people say that, Patrick Mahomes is the only reason, but I mean, his wife Brittany was a soccer player in college. She's got her own money. I
Yeah.
mean, she.
Where'd she go? Tech as well?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
For some reason, I thought she played pro soccer too.
Somewhere else, yeah.
Who?
I thought they were high school
Brittany.
sweethearts.
Yeah, they were. Mahomes.
Yeah,
and
she-
Brittany.
Yeah, not to say they did go different colleges, obviously high school
Yeah,
sweethearts.
yeah.
I think Brittany played soccer at Baylor.
Was it Baylor?
I think it was something different before, and then I don't
I don't
know.
know. But yeah, man, Mahomes has done so much for Kansas City, bro. It's unbelievable, man. Like it's
Dude,
Yeah.
brought Whataburger.
He's
That's all.
like-
yeah.
single-handedly just changing Kansas City, bro. That's awesome. And you guys have a generational talent there, and
It's
you'll never
it's
see
so
someone like
crazy
Mahomes again.
that it's so crazy that you got an opportunity to see a guy like him with Andy Reid. That's
Yeah.
the critical, because he
man.
could have. Guys like him, I think, could have been a shitty coach away from having just an okay NFL career because of the
Yeah.
confidence you build with a guy like that, and yeah,
Dude,
I mean, it's so rare.
Jamal Charles, man, missed the window just barely, barely
He would've
missed
been
that window.
So sick. He would have been so good for him in his rookie year. Just even if it was just 1 year to establish the run with Jamal with 4 yards per carry. It was
carry.
tied with
God.
Jim Brown. Shout out,
R.I.P.
Jim
man.
Brown.
R.I.P., baby.
R.I.P. bro.
Rest in peace, brother.
Hold on. While we're on Jamal Charles, not to get too tangent here from NBA to this, but
What?
It's a podcast.
do you think Jamal Charles belongs in the Hall of Fame?
Chiefs Hall of Fame.
As a legacy, I think
Well, he'll be in the
guys
Chiefs
that gets
He'll
in.
be in the Chiefs Hall of Fame for sure. But do you
Yeah.
think he belongs in the
Yeah.
actual Hall of Fame?
No.
If Gale Sayers does, then Jamal Charles does.
It's such a
you
good
have-
argument, dude. Because I mean, if he had not gotten hurt, I think he would be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
if he
but
didn't
yeah,
have those
that's
two
part- that's-
seasons that he got hurt, I think he would be an easy Hall of Famer, right?
That's part of your career, though. People, obviously, I dick ride LeBron, but people are like, seriously, like your health and your longevity of your career. I know football is way different than basketball, right? It's
Yeah.
way different.
And running backs too.
Your longevity, it adds to your resume, right? And it's like, yeah, I mean, Jamal Charles, yeah, he was absolutely fantastic. He's a generational person,
Yep.
No.
But it's
He
like,
was a more
is he good
flash in the pan.
But
think
is he
so?
more? He's not good enough to be in the NFL Hall of Fame, in my opinion.
Well,
So-
I mean, but his career statistics, if I'm not mistaken, and I remember just hearing this from listening to radio and everything. I'm pretty sure Jamal Charles has pretty comparable statistics to Gale Sayers. And if guys like Gale Sayers and Earl Campbell, who had a relatively short career, Jamal should be close. I'm not saying that he's anywhere near the first few years of him being eligible. If he's at like 50 and they're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, Jamal Charles might sneak in, because his tape in the NFL is legit. There was many years where he was the best back in the NFL.
On the worst team in the NFL. I think
Yeah.
that's important to characterize.
I mean-
like, he was the only playmaker on that team. I mean, you had Matt Castle, Damon Heward. Like, you had the worst quarterbacks in franchise history, possibly. And Jamal stood out having two seasons near 1,500 yards, but 5,000-yard seasons. And he got hurt in 2011, right in the middle of that, came back with a 1,500-yard season. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
I mean,
He
the guy was incredible. He was a four-time Pro Bowler, but if he didn't get hurt in 11, he probably would have been a five-time.
He was amazing at returning kicks, but obviously too valuable to be back there. He had several, I think he had 2 or 3 at least kickoff return for touchdowns. But I mean, he was a home run hitter. No one was better in the screen game than him at his height, because he was nuts. He had that legendary game in Oakland.
The Raiders?
I think it was 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Or 4, but I mean, it was just insane. He was such a threat. And he was the Chiefs' offense until Alex Smith got there.
Dude, here you go. Before he left, before his last season in Kansas City, he never had a single season where he averaged less than 5 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Not a
And
single one.
until
His highest was 6.9 yards a carry, which was only 2 games. But when he played a full season, 6.4 yards a carry. I mean, it was almost an automatic first down every series with that guy if you just handed it off twice.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was breaking off so many long runs,
Yeah.
but, his blocking was terrible. He was literally one of those Barry Sanders guys. He was one of those guys that, it all had to collapse, but then he could just be like, oh, I'm going to get the first down somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he'll easily be in the Chiefs Hall of Fame. That's a no-brainer. But
Oh, yeah.
it's
And that's
it's
a good Hall of Fame to be in, man. That's a good Hall of Fame to be in, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess,
say-
yeah.
He's a
Chiefs-
fringe guy, but Jamal Charles, I think, will be in the Hall of Fame someday.
He will not be in the first few years he's eligible. I think everyone knows that. It's going
One
to
of
be
the
a...
guys, yeah, he'll be way down the line.
Yeah.
He's not getting no call from Kenton anytime soon. Let's just be honest.
No, he'll
That's
be...
exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah. It'll be a while, but, yeah.
Hey, one of my panchitos just called me, and they had a question for the podcast.
Uh-oh.
They wanted us to debate what's going on right now, and I think Jacob or Ross, this might have been your topics, because you guys are up to date and handsome young gentlemen. They want us to debate the Tyson Fury and John Bones Jones stuff that's been going on, right? So I don't know who called it out first. Joe Rogan said something maybe on his podcast or on Twitter or something. I don't know, but he's called something out. I don't know. I don't listen to Joe Rogan. But he said something maybe along the lines of Tyson Fury would not last in UFC,
In the octagon?
In the octagon with John Bones, and then Tyson Fury came out on Instagram or Twitter or whatever and was like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, like I'll beat everyone's ass. And like today or yesterday he came out and was like, actually, I rebuked that type of thing, and let's box first. Let's box. You stand no chance in boxing.
Yeah.
So
Tyson
what do you
Fury,
think, man? What do you guys think? The Gypsy King versus John Bones.
How old is John Bones?
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the UFC. I just see what everyone else sees in the world.
I'm gonna look it up.
ESPN. But I'm saying, man, Tyson Fury, yeah, he's very good at boxing. He's what, a heavyweight?
Yeah,
I think so.
dude's yeah.
There's no way he can get in the ring or the UFC ring and fight John Bones, one of the greatest, if not the greatest UFC champion of all time.
He's 35. Bones is. How tall do you think he is?
6'4".
5'11".
6'4". He's 6'4".
Well, Tyson Fury's got to be like 6'8", 6'9".
I know. I'm looking it up. Tyson Fury is 6'9".
Yeah, boxing.
So
I'm
he's
sorry,
got
man.
the reach.
Tyson, you got
Tyson
it, bro.
takes the boxing. I think
John
Bones Jones.
wins
I think
3
he
rounds.
wins UFC because he's
Easily.
Once you get on the mat, I think he's got it.
Yeah,
But
it's different. Well, once you get the big people down, like Tyson, you're a fucking man.
Well, Tyson can take a fucking hit. I just feel like he's too slow for that kind of thing.
Well, like once you get in that position on the ground, like you're different. Like it's different that you're standing up, you're going like
Yeah.
this and shit.
Well, if 6'9" is on the ground, it's a little bit shorter because you can't reach back. You don't have that reach.
Yeah.
I mean, you're. But,
Yeah. So, yeah, I think John Bones wins on the ground, UFC. And obviously Tyson just knocks his ass out in boxing.
Tyson gives like dad bods a hope that
The
you can
Gypsy
still
King. Let's
kick
go.
some ass.
Free nipple, Daddy, please.
Yes. I love that.
Heck yeah. Sorry, that was just a call that I just happened to receive on the Android phone.
On the
Did
Android.
we even answer it?
What?
Did we even answer it?
Who the fuck is this guy, huh?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing all right.
I feel like we got way off topic from our Kansas City sports.
Yeah,
Yeah.
KC Current, hook
Yeah,
me up
because-
with the jersey, please. Thank you.
I guess it just might. Yeah, let's just say this. It's really cool that the Current is going to. I think, let's put it like this, dude. I think that could be a really great opportunity for kids to be able to go to like a pro soccer environment.
Give me back my son!
'Cause let's be honest. I imagine the Current, it's going to be probably mid-range prices. There's going to be a lot of like kids and families out there.
It'd be like going to an independent baseball game. It's affordable, but it's an event.
Like
Yeah,
15
I
to
think
30
it'd be
bucks.
really cool.
Yeah, I bet it'd probably be somewhere in there.
Yeah,
It's
I think it's a wonderful idea that Kansas City's doing. Makes us look good,
Dude,
makes us look good in the eyes of the world.
And I love that Kansas City is trying to develop downtown. I know what I want to talk about. Speaking of downtown development, did you see all this shit going on with the Royals today?
What we got, Ross?
A little bit.
So North Kansas City, which is a different county than Kansas City, so Cass County and Jackson County, Cass County, North Kansas City, got they released something or a statement or whatever saying we're looking forward to working with the Royals on a downtown development, like a ballpark village. And then the mayor of Kansas City, Quentin Lucas, started tweeting out well, we hope, the last 4 years that the Jackson County, citizens have supported via tax payments the Kansas City Royals, that they continue to work with us. And it was like a Twitter beef between Cass County and Jackson County of where are the Royals going, right? And
The Royals.
I don't know, man. I would almost rather it either come to Kansas or stay in Jackson County. I don't know that I want it up north. I think there is probably room for development up there, but I think like being in downtown, actual downtown with T-Mobile Center, the Power and Light area right there. I think you either have to stay there or you go to the Kansas side near the Legends area where either you have so much land for development.
Why don't they build it right there by the Sprint Center or T-Mobile Center?
That's what I'm saying.
There's like 17 open parking lots right there
On the southeast side.
Power and Light. Yep, yeah.
Yeah, there is one.
Somewhere.
There's 4 vacant lots there on the southeast side by J.E. Dunn, who's, I think, an owner in the Royals. So I think that would make sense, right? I mean,
yeah.
You got that. They can develop it. It would make sense to be downtown.
Or just West Bottoms.
Dude, the West Bottoms would be cool.
What?
Like, revitalize
Where's
that
that
area.
at?
All those old buildings. So it's
Gentrify the fuck out of that area.
The
are we
West
talking
Bottoms,
about?
Jake, are like literally to the west of downtown, obviously, but they're like low. Like downtown's on a hill. Like if you go to the West Bottoms, it's like
By
sunken
haunted
in
houses?
low. Yes, yeah,
that's
exactly.
Exactly where it is.
All those vacant brick buildings
That's a
that are starting to
floodplain,
revamp.
actually. It's a floodplain.
It's a baseball stadium. Who cares?
I mean,
Yeah, put the
Kemper
Chiefs
Arena's
down there.
right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kemper's there. Well,
What?
Hy-Vee Arena now.
What's
but,
Hy-Vee Arena?
Kemper Arena.
It's Kemper Arena. The old. It used to be the only stadium we had until we built T-Mobile Sprint Center. That's where the American Royal used to be held.
Well, it's municipal and then municipal
Yeah.
stadium and then that.
Yeah.
Dang, man. Yeah,
I don't know,
all
man.
downtown stadiums are beautiful, man. It's sick. Just put it
But-
downtown, right by the Sprint Center.
The-
Makes more logical sense.
The
People
issue
go
is
there
people
during
don't want
the
to pay
day.
taxes for it. They don't want to pay taxes, especially for a team that only has 14 wins.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Let's
I
go
mean-
Yanks.
I don't live in Jackson
Royals.
County, so I don't care. For me, I would rather see them downtown. But
Yeah, but like realistically, how much is that costing you if you live in Jackson County?
I don't know. I don't know what the taxes are.
I
Truthfully,
mean, is it? I wish they could actually put a price point on it. Just be like, it's
Well,
gonna
yeah,
it's
I
gonna
mean-
be a couple $1,000s a year, and it's like, well, then no.
Yeah, they need to
How much
quantify
would-
it for like per 100,000 or whatever your property value is, or something like that.
How much would it cost you if you lived in Jackson Hole?
Probably quite a bit. Jackson Hole
Yeah,
ain't cheap.
they gentrified that place. They
What?
said
They made-
it's ours.
It was like Yellowstone, but the bad guys actually won.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
no, they killed John Dutton in
Yes.
Jackson Hole.
Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, like a...
Great.
Tough crowd.
You're so good, so good.
It's
Oh, yeah?
wonderful. Oh,
Hello.
sorry. I wasn't sure if I should fart,
You-
but I don't
I mean,
know. We
just
don't
let
have
it
to
all
do
out,
that.
man. Let that balloon not loose
Nah, bro.
sometimes. You know what I'm saying, man?
Nah, bro. Real quick,
Let it
while we're
free.
just still on the topic of... Hey, stop it.
Oh.
While we're still on the topic of sports,
Piss off, Hollywood.
college realignment. The storm on the horizon is back again. But this time, volume 4 or 5. The Big 12 stands strong.
I'm proud of the Big 12.
It was so dark in like 2011, 2010 when we started losing motherfuckers. When they're like, oh, the Big 12 is dead. They told us not to go quietly into that good night.
It's a great movie,
Shut
by
the
way.
fuck up.
Rock on, JIKU, rock on, JIKU, rock on, JIKU, Big 12 champs! Big 12
Do you
champs!
have an obsession
Big
with
12
talking
champs!
while I'm talking?
Big 12 champs! Big 12 champs! Big 12 champs! You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Big 12 champ.
By all means.
Yeah. Who's going to win the
Jake,
Big 12 in
take
football this
over.
year? Because that's what all K-State cares about is who could grow the best corn, the best beans, the best soybeans, the best wheat. Oh, my God. And football. That's what Manhattan does. Football and beans.
Football.
Yeah. Let's go, Kleinman. Yeah, we just lost Deuce Vaughn to the Cowboys. I got Deuce Vaughn on my fantasy team, by the way. Let's go.
That was utter nonsense.
Hey, piss off, big head. Let's go. Give me your opinion. Who's going to win the Big 12?
What, so you can just cut me off right in the middle of it?
I'm not cutting you off. I'm sorry, Poppy, but who's going to win the Big 12 in football?
You've been doing it. I wish we could rewind it and play it.
Yeah, rewind. You're right. I'm sorry. I was an asshole.
No. Don't worry about it. We're just gonna keep on going.
Keep on keeping on.
Yo, who's gonna win the Big 12 this year? Way too early predictions. We're gonna change just about 3 or 4 more times.
Best quarterback in the Big 12. What are we talking about?
Hey man, I'm just gonna say this: the fact that national media has already put Texas at number 1, it's got to be like an annual. Yeah, it's got to be an annual thing, dude.
That means
why? Why do they keep doing it?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, Alabama, LSU, those guys deserve to be up there. Texas has done nothing in the last decade.
They aren't in the Big 12. Jake said the Big 12.
Yeah,
no,
I know.
Yeah, this is their last year, right? Texas and OU are in our conference one more year, and then they're gone, right?
Yeah.
This is their last year, yeah.
Yeah, but also BYU, UCF, and
they are here.
Houston
Cincinnati
are here, and Cincinnati. They are here. So
and from the sounds of it, Colorado and Arizona are likely to get invited to the Big 12. But there's also talks. UConn is out
for
there,
basketball, though, right? Or is it both?
Yeah, but also, they have football. They take both of their basketball teams. They want UConn for the East Coast.
This is what I saw posted for the rankings, preseason rankings for football. Texas 1, K-State 2, TCU 3, Oklahoma 4, Texas Tech 5, Baylor 6, UCF 7, KU 8, Oklahoma State 9, BYU 10, Iowa State 11, Cincy 12, Houston 13, and West Virginia 14.
Who the fuck posted that?
I think
Damn.
ESPN.
West Virginia has really taken a downturn since joining the Big 12. They had a couple good years where they weren't too bad.
Dude, I thought they were going to go back to the ACC or something like that. Like, they're just kind of that oddball out there.
Oh, like you think that West Virginia would be likely to leave?
Yeah, I think that they probably were if teams were not going to come join the Big 12. Like, I think KU wanted to go to the Big 10 at one point, and then we started adding all these teams, the potential of stealing Pac-12 teams, which that's a nightmare too. Like, Oregon and Washington carry that conference now because UCLA and USC are gone. So they're wanting, like, the majority of the Pac-12 earnings, and all the other schools are saying, like, screw that, we're gone. Which they should, right? Bodes well for the Big 12 because we could get the four corner schools. I think that'd be sweet.
All of a sudden, Big 12 is coast to coast.
And then I just heard that, or read the other day, that the ACC is looking, some of those teams are not happy either. So I think Clemson would go to the SEC for sure. But I'd be curious to see where those other teams land. I don't know who we'd pick up from there. Maybe a Virginia.
And what does Notre Dame do? I imagine they go to the Big Ten. That makes the most sense. But they are historically independent. They do whatever the fuck they want. So maybe the Big 12 is like, let's fucking do this.
I saw a pretty cool. I think I sent it to you guys in the group. A pretty cool potential Big 12, or if we added the Arizona schools and I think it was Colorado. So you have Arizona State, Colorado, and BYU in a division. And then it was like KU, K-State, Iowa State, and Cincinnati, a division.
Yeah.
And then it was Baylor, Texas Tech, TCU, and Houston, its own division. And then on the East, it would be like West Virginia, UCF. Trying to think, like, I guess Oklahoma State's still in there. I was trying to think, but it was really cool how they drew it out. And it really made a lot of sense. I think it was maybe Oklahoma State, KU, K-State in one conference, maybe Iowa State. And then Cincinnati was out east with West Virginia, UCF, and I think there was one more school like a UConn. Like where it would make a lot of sense geographically for like these 4 divisions within the Big 12, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, I've seen people projecting the Big 12 to also snipe some of the ACC and taking like Pitt, Miami.
Yeah.
But you know, those are all pipe dreams. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean,
the Big 12 stands strong.
I think that they're in a good spot because I think they're going to snipe to some of those Pac-12 teams, and I would love to see Washington and Oregon just come crawling back. And they want an early out, but I would make that price so high that, you can leave, but you're going to owe us a ton of money for when the Big Ten comes calling.
Yeah. So we're going to have 3 major conferences in less than 5 years.
That's what they're talking about. I mean, theoretically, because the Pac-12 hasn't come up with any good offers. I think their last offer was like, from a cable perspective, it was on Apple TV only. It was all streaming. So people weren't very happy, and the per-school payout was less than the Big 12. And the Big 12, Big 12's got ESPN, and Big 10's got their own network, along with SEC has their own network.
And ESPN does not want to be seen as a conference killer.
Yes, and they don't want the West Coast school games late at night because they don't get a ton of viewers.
But so if that happens, obviously, how would you guys? Obviously, the college football playoff right now is an absolute dog shit show, right? It's terrible. Yeah. It's terrible. There's no way you can make it happen. How would you do it? Right now, like if it does eventually become 3, maybe 4 major conferences, right? Because everyone's trying to go with all the big, Big 12, SEC, Big 10.
I think it would
maybe Pac-12, Pac-10, whatever. And it's like, it's just going to end up screwing the small schools like the Appalachian States, like the Central Michigans, who it's like, all right, well, if like we have 21 teams in our conference, it's like, okay, well, we can't play everybody, but it's like, sorry, Alabama, we're not going to play, the Appalachian States, the Central Michigans. We're going to play all 21 games in the conference, right? You still have 10 more games in your conference. It's like, so how does that even work? Like,
I mean, I think the mid-majors will probably be fine, because I think some of those schools will still want the kick the shit out of them games early in the year.
But that won't happen if you have 4 major conferences.
Because you won't play everyone in your conference at the same year. It's like what the SEC does now. They have a West and an East, right, or North and South, one of the two. And then every other year they'll play whoever they didn't the year before in the other side.
It's going to look more like pro sports.
Yeah, it'd be like baseball didn't play everybody until this year.
It's going to be like conferences.
Yes.
Like, well, I mean, obviously there's still conferences, but it's going to be like
divisions within the conference.
The AFC, and then like the AFB. It's going to be huge conferences.
But like right now, they play what 12, 13 regular season games, and it's like, okay, there's still all these conferences, and we still play 8 regular season games, maybe 9, and 2 to 3 non-conference games. And it's like you always play the mid-major, lower, Division I teams. And it's like, okay, so if we have 4 major conferences with 21, 25, 26 teams in it, what happens to all these mid-majors? You can't. So you're not going to play 26 weeks of college football.
No, and I get that. I think you'll only end up
to these small teams.
I think you'll only end up playing like half of yours. I think they'll probably end up extending the schedule, truthfully, too, because.
But is that what the people want?
Yeah, I mean, sure. Everyone loves more football, and the schools get more money out of it.
Football!
That's actually probably true.
Because NFL extended to 17 games. I mean, they're probably gonna extend the season if anything. I think they still want the tune-up games because I think that the Power 5 schools want to boast their record a little bit, and then I think the mid-majors benefit from the money they make from those games. So,
but you wouldn't have no mid-major games if you had because you're not going to extend the football. Let's just say because we already have 14 teams in the Big 12 this year.
But you're not going to play
12,
everyone in the conference. You're only going to play everyone in your side.
Okay, but then how do you determine who wins the Big 12? You can't. You don't play everybody. And
Yep,
so
it's
the Big
going
12
to be
football, college football playoff is just joke, right? So
yeah. It's going to be a
you
playoff
gotta
within
fix
each.
it.
It's going to be a playoff within each conference, and then
Stupid.
I mean, the schools are going to be there. There's going to be
Yeah.
something that they do.
Yeah.
There's still going to be bowl games. It's like college football will still be college football probably no matter what, because the product only seems to get, well, I don't know, I guess arguably better, but I mean, it's a massive sport. I imagine there's just going to be more opportunities for those college players. And hopefully they're getting more money out of this shit, because we're starting to see that is going to be a big deal with the NIL. They're going to want to go where they're paying. And I think all of college sports and high school sports, I think that it's going to be more business
Driven.
I think it's going to be more business driven, because if you could tell your kids, bro, go be really good at a sport, get paid to play football.
Yeah.
Get paid to play basketball or baseball. They all are all the campuses are running fan-driven NIL deals. I think the one at Kansas State's like that. They do one where it's not just football. It seems like they're trying to spread the money around a little bit and get all the kids, some extra spending money, and rightfully so.
Yeah, I mean, I think NIL is great, because you get the kids, too, that leave probably a little prematurely and don't finish school simply because they want to make the money, right? But there's not that incentive when you're making the money already, right? It makes that decision to go a little bit tougher. And I think it benefits the academic side, too. Why not stay and get your degree, make a couple mil at the P5 schools, and not have to test the waters of going to the NFL and maybe not making it, You could ride out a couple million. So,
I haven't even thought of it like that.
I mean, truthfully, it keeps kids in college a little bit longer. I think it's great. I get the other side of it of, student athlete, but coming from an unathletic former athlete, I think that it's great. Even mid-majors too, man. I mean,
hey, you were athletic.
They were going to get, money from these P5 schools when they play them. The KU in basketball is still going to play these mid-majors, and they're still going to get these tune-up games.
But basketball is different.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
2 to 3 games a week. Football, you play one game every 6 or 7 days.
I get what you're saying, but
it makes no sense.
They'll more football, man. No one's going to complain. No one's going to complain. Kids will make more money.
You're not going to add 5 to 6 games. You're going to add 1 or 2 games. I'm saying, how do you determine the college football playoff? Right now, it's already a crapshoot, right?
It's never going to make anyone happy. You're always going to piss somebody off, no matter what you do. It's like the NCAA tournament. There's going to be some team that makes the Final Four that shouldn't make it, and
the Final Four is different. I'm talking about the initial field of 64, right? It's the conference winners. Even that should probably be extended, because now you got all this talent in the mid majors and stuff. But
I don't know, man, because I feel like that's a crapshoot too. That's why no one ever guesses it. I mean, you could extend it as much as you want. It's never going to end up the way people want it to, right? There's always going to be someone pissed off. K-State didn't get to play Alabama, or K-State played Alabama and got the shit kicked out of them. It's always going to be something, right?
Roll Tide!
TCU didn't get a chance. It's always going to piss one team off. You're never going to get it right. So, that's my...
Just as long as the Big 12 is sitting at that table.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
No, I think it's awesome.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
So we're getting close to an hour here, but I did see a story that kind of caught my eye. I know this dude from a couple different podcasts, but his name's Gary Nolan. He is a professor at the University of Stanford. So I think it would, I think it's fair to say he knows what he's talking about when he's talking about this shit. And he was at some, nerd convention. I don't know what the name of the thing was, because probably should have done more research and written something down to be more specific to provide better information. But he basically was in front of a bunch of cameras and a bunch of people, and they posed the question to him, hey, does the United States have, extraterrestrial materials or, like, a ship? And they're like, what's your best guess? And his answer was 100%. 100%.
There's no way. Where's the proof?
But Jake.
Fake news, baby. Where's the proof? Where's it at? Right now, what we got?
Are you going to let me tell it? Or at least pose a question to you? Bro, why won't you even give an honest answer? I don't get it. What is your deal with aliens? I don't get why you're so apprehensive to the idea that there's, like, things flying around. When the government's telling us, people in the scientific community are like, hey, guys, they're here.
Science rules.
I've got
No,
30,000 in
there's
credit
science,
card debt.
Yeah.
God, that light
Whoa!
is perfect
Clap
timing.
on! Clap off! Clap
Jacob,
on!
are you like in a stall where you like have to move to make the light activate?
Or else I use a beauty light for this.
Have you guys ever done
taking a
that?
dump?
Take a dump too long and the light shuts off.
No.
Pretty much.
When we got back from
once the poo leaves the body.
when we got back from Jamaica, I took my second dump at my company office in 4 years. I've never
Wow.
pooped there. I pooped there twice. And I came back from all that jerk off chicken, you know what I'm saying, man?
Jerk off chicken. And a different kind of seed other than sesame seeds.
Yeah, man, whole milk, baby. But yeah, no, I'm saying, so yeah, the lights. I mean,
Jerk
Yeah.
off shit. Fuck you, dude. I love that shit.
the chicken was so good, bro. The chicken is
Dude,
so fucking good. It's a perfect
I
amount of
took
spice.
I took a concentrated
Yeah?
bottle of the shit home. It's the wet seasoning, but you put it in with a bunch of like citrus juice and soy
marinade?
sauce. Dude, we put it on pork tenderloins and then
it
grilled
good?
them. And then I took the fucking the marinade and I brushed it all over the tenderloins while it was on the grill. It caramelized.
Yeah, man.
Oh!
Dude,
It's
you
irony.
And then I took some of the sauce and I mixed it with some butter and I hit it with a little bit of honey and some salt and pepper. Dude, I put it on the pork after I sliced it. I took it off the grill at 145. Perfect. It had just the smallest little touch of pink.
you like your
Hey,
chicken
it's
raw?
irony, man.
It was
Did you
beautiful.
add any
Listen.
sweat or rocks or onions to that? Because if you did not, it's trash.
Of course, the sweat's and everything. It's gravity.
It's all skin,
It
man.
falls down.
Dude,
Bro, that pork tenderloin was so fucking good.
Yeah,
you're
it
a
looked
big
good,
fan of
man.
those sauces. What was that place you used to make me stop on the way home from Colorado? We used to get that gallon of salsa. You remember that?
Taco Grande.
Yes.
I fucking love Taco Grande. It is
I'd come home-
garbage.
I'd come home with like
It's
2
not
gallons
garbage.
of,
I take that
taco
back.
sauce, and my parents would be like,
If it was a
"What are
gallon,
those?"
$20.
I'd buy one for myself.
It was so good, dude. I could eat tacos for days. I would get sick. It's the best with like the tiny shitty little taco, little white taco shells, the ones that like completely bust apart when you eat them. You put that sauce just gushing all over your taco and smash it into your face, and you take the rest of it that's just sitting there, and you look at yourself and you're saying, "Wow, I'm a piece of shit," and then you just take it and you shove it in your mouth. Then you eat it and you're like, "I want 6 more, please." It's so good. It's so tomatoey and vinegary and peppery.
Why are you gay?
People keep asking.
You are.
My dad's accused me all my life. It never built a complex. I'm fine. I got through my emotional abuse. I'm joking. I wasn't emotionally abused. I was a shitty worker.
Anyways, this Gary Lezak, weather guy.
Yeah, what the fuck are we talking
Science.
about?
We were talking about our
Well, Jake doesn't even he doesn't entertain us.
conspiracy corner. Gary Nolan.
I'm literally asking him questions and he's just, where's the evidence?
I mean,
Sorry, he's got to
You
take
have-
the dick out.
you have not.
Why are you gay?
Carry on, soldier.
Good chat.
Well,
This is very insightful.
mean-
Thank you.
bro, I'm trying to explain the
Where
video
is it?
to you.
Hey, all right.
I
Fuck
sent it to you on
Where is
Twitter.
this
You're
shit,
acting-
man? Exactly. And that same bullshit that you sent on Twitter, there's video documentation of them literally man-made United States Air Force base pulling out that same UFO up above in the sky, man.
You're gonna answer my question seriously, please. Jake,
Yeah, I
do
will,
you think it's a
Hollywood.
good-
Fuck you, man. We got it. We got it right here,
Jake,
bro. Like, seriously.
Please listen.
You listen
just
to
talk.
me.
Listen to the sounds of my voice.
Listen to
Don't-
this.
You literally have to interrupt me. It's fucking insane.
Bro, no one's interrupting anyone. I was talking.
Yes,
and
you
then
are. You're cutting me off. Or it's just the lag from my bullshit fucking Wi-Fi. I don't know. Bro, the monkey screaming, I lost my train of thought. It's gone. I don't even know what we were talking about. I am high right now, but it's gone. That's what I mean by distractions.
Jake
God
works for the
damn it.
government. He works for the government at this point. I'm convinced.
Yeah, I wish, man. You know,
I think
just
there's
wish I
family
was
members.
man.
I think there's people in my immediate family that work for the government.
Cigarette smoking man. The coolest, quirky thing that my dad ever did was played Afro Man going home from work on Fridays. That's when I knew it was racing season and he was in a good mood.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Good morning,
Mr. Weber,
lady.
the goat, man. Mr. Weber,
I
the
don't know
goat.
about Mr. Weber. His name is Rocco. Some say they call him Rocco Soprano.
Hard as a rock.
The
He
Rocco
signs his
Soprano.
name. He signs shit like that, and then will like leave his name, and people will call and be like, "Mr. Soprano."
Mr. Soprano.
And I'm like, bro, why are you doing this to people? Why are you making them think like you are somehow related to Tony Soprano? I mean, you don't
you
look
guys-
like James Gandolfini.
Did you
Maybe
guys?
if James, what?
Did you guys write
I don't want to
Rocco?
finish that.
Did you guys write Rocco Soprano on silent auction items and have him call?
Oh, I will do that. I will definitely do that. I will save that voicemail because, bro, he will light my ass up. I promise you. That type of phone call is the type where he'll call you and be like, "You better answer the fucking phone right now." He's gonna call. Somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, hello, sir, Mr. Soprano, did you leave like a $500 donation? Did you leave a $500 donation to St. Jude's?" And he's like, "What the fuck? No, I didn't."
Is that
He'll call me and be like, "Hey, motherfucker, call me right back."
So
Did you
explain the backstory on that, because
backstory
of that prank.
I don't know where I got it, but me and an accomplice who will remain unnamed until he plays
Anonymous.
Fortnite with us. Until he plays Fortnite with us.
Formerly
he will
known as
remain
Mouse Cop.
unnamed. Yeah. Bro, he Him and I, what were we talking about?
Jesus Christ. And you're getting mad at me for interrupting you, you piece of fucking shit, Hollywood. Piss off.
We were talking about the prank, the silent auction prank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically,
And then I got
we me and our friend went to
figure it the
Chili's.
fuck out.
We went to Chili's.
Today, Junior.
And in the vestibule, when you walked into the place, there was several of these like fucking. Yeah, it's a vestibule. That's what it's called. You walk in, and it's the vestibule, and there was all these like Royals World Series, really cool pictures and like signed and shit. And so they were all for auctions, and we wrote a name of a friend. And they were like calling out of the blue, "Congratulations, sir! You are the high bid, for Elton John's AIDS, foundation."
Didn't he say that they were like? He told them that it was a prank, and they were like, "Well, we don't find this funny."
Yeah, they were like, "Yes." They were like, "Well, we don't really find this very funny, sir." And he was like, "Yeah, me neither." And he called us and was like, "Bro, like, it really wasn't that cool." Like, I don't know. This phone call really means a lot.
That's Rocco, baby.
That's not him. He was not involved with that.
That's a rock.
There's a
Hey,
rock, yeah.
I got a serious question, man.
What's that?
I'm waiting.
Did he freeze?
No, he didn't freeze. He was fucking...
Damn.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Damn, boy. Damn, boy.
Damn, boy.
That's a thick ass boy.
Hey, yo, every time someone plays that here, hold on, I'm going to introduce y'all to my son, Johnson Jr. Hold on, I can't hear you.
So you're...
I think he's talking about MASH.
I thought he was talking about his penis. Wait, he was like Johnson Jr. I'm like, there's MASH.
That's
Hey,
MASH.
buddy.
Hi, MASH. Damn, boy. That's a thick ass boy.
Damn. That's a thick ass boy. Damn.
Damn, boy, he's thick. Boy, that's a thick ass boy. Damn.
They must be jam because jelly don't shake like that.
Yeah, bro, that's my son.
Oh, man. We got totally sidetracked from Conspiracy Corner, but it is okay. It is okay.
Right. UFOs are a fairly hot topic
Apparently.
in this podcast.
Apparently, we have a government conspirator here that is
And apparently
denouncing
have,
any sort of...
He's a disinformation agent sent by the CIA to divert any of my good information from reaching the public's ears.
Probably some, like, Elizabeth Warren.
He's
spy.
Russian scum.
And apparently we have Dr. Seuss and J.K. Rowling over here as well, so just making up fibs as well, so come on now.
Jacob's gonna kill you.
I don't understand.
He's calling us fiction writers. Fiction.
Oh, fiction writers, like the ones
Yeah.
that wrote the Bible.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's all right, Mr. Catholic person himself. What do you believe in?
What do you believe in?
What do you believe in?
And I got a joke for us. I saw an I got a joke for us that I saw. Ready?
Yep.
I saw this on Twitter, so it's not my own joke. What did the transgender man... wow. Why did the transgender man only eat salad?
He's afraid of tossing it.
He was a her before. I saw that on Twitter, but damn it, I wish I had executed that the first time, man.
Well, I'd say that's about time, gentlemen.
Peace and love. Ross, give us one dad joke that you got.
Oh,
You
I don't have
didn't
a
give me
dad
credit
joke.
for that?
Well, it's
That's
about
about
time.
Time like the herb? Nothing? Alright.
Are we doing a dad joke or are we going bye-bye? Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
You going bye-byes?
What do you call a masturbating cow? Beef stroganoff.
Ew. Wait, so...
Let's rock.
Wait, what?
Alright. Nothing. I'm just disturbed. I'm just sickened. This is what we've fucking come down to.
Episode 7.
Episode 7. Most of
All right.
sports.
Love y'all.
Roll out.